Navigating today's real estate market comes with its own unique challenges. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you some of the biggest mistakes buyers are making and how to avoid them. It's going to save you a lot of time, headaches, and more importantly, money. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, Andrea Delancy here. I'm a realtor in Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm here to help you upgrade your home and lifestyle. If you're new to my channel, I post weekly videos with my best tips for buyers and sellers, market updates, neighborhood tours, and what it's like living the Northeast Florida lifestyle. Do me a favor, if you find value here, hit like and subscribe, and I'd love to get your feedback in the comments. It helps my videos reach more people like you. If you've been staying on top of the real estate market, you know it can be pretty tough out there right now for home buyers. Here in Northeast Florida, we're experiencing a high demand for housing, coupled with a severe lack of inventory. So the competition for homes can get pretty fierce. In this video, I'm going to talk about some of the biggest mistakes I'm seeing buyers make and how you can avoid these pitfalls. Let's get right to it. Number one, not having a plan. Look, there's no such thing as casual house hunting right now. Don't be on the non-planned plan. This is not the market for looky-loos or tire kickers. That's what open houses are for. If you're serious about finding a new home, you need to be working with an experienced agent who is diligent with your search and someone who knows how to work well under these conditions. You have to go into your home search with a strategy, and that means getting very clear on what your wants and needs are, what areas you're focused on, what's most important to you, and what you're willing to compromise on. Things are moving fast, and if you're not well prepared and ready to make a decision as soon as a home comes up, more than likely you're going to miss out. And trying to figure it out as you go along is just going to lead to a lot of unnecessary stress and disappointment. So be willing to have that conversation with your agent up front and get that plan in place so you're all on the same page. Number two, thinking you can negotiate. Guys, this is not a garage sale or let's make a deal. It's a strong seller's market, and in almost all cases, there's no negotiating. Getting a good deal is just getting your offer accepted. You shouldn't go into your home search thinking you're going to get the seller to pay your closing costs or even come down on the price. And in a lot of cases, they're not even going to be willing to make any repairs. And this goes for cash buyers too. Yes, cash is still king, but there are a lot of kings out there right now. And it's become pretty typical for a seller to get several cash offers. So you have to be competitive even with cash. Yes, I know, it kind of sucks right now. Sellers have the upper hand, but that's just the way it is. And if you've decided you're going to buy a home in this market, you just have to be willing to accept it. If you're going to make an offer on a home, be prepared to go in with your highest and best offer right from the start. Go big or go home. Now, on rare occasions, depending on the area and the price point, there could be some wiggle room with certain properties. And if that's the case, your agent should be able to let you know if there's an opportunity to negotiate. And that's where you really have to be able to trust your agent when they're telling you what to expect when you're considering an offer. Number three, waiting for the bubble to burst. Okay, I can't tell you how many times I hear people use this phrase. It kind of drives me nuts. First of all, this is not 2008. There's no bubble. What happened when the market crashed in 2008 was an entirely different set of circumstances that had more to do with unregulated and unscrupulous lending practices. What we're experiencing now has to do with supply and demand. And because homeowners nowadays have more equity than ever before, even if someone gets behind in their payment, mortgage companies are offering to recast loans. So we're just not going to see a foreclosure crisis like we did before. Demand is at an all-time high, and the inventory of homes is historically low, which leads to increased competition for housing, bidding wars, and ultimately a rapid increase in prices. The demand for housing is not going to just cease to exist. All the experts are predicting that the expected increase in interest rates this year will affect affordability, and it could slow down the rate at which prices are rising because more and more buyers will start to get priced out of the market. It's already happening, but it's only going to slow things down. Home prices are not expected to drop. We may start to see fewer bidding wars, and eventually the rate at which home values are increasing will slow back down to a more normal level, but it's still going to take years for the supply to catch up to the demand. So we're not anticipating any major changes anytime soon. Waiting is a big mistake. That home you were looking at last year for $300,000 is now $360,000 conservatively. And next year, even if things slow down, that same house will be $390,000. And if rates go up on top of that, you'll be paying even more for it. Unless you're expecting a big jump in your income or you're expecting a large influx of cash, in most cases, it doesn't make sense to wait. All right, guys, there you have it. I know everything you're hearing about the market these days can seem pretty discouraging, but believe me, with the right strategy, it is still possible to be successful and find a great home. If you want to talk more about your specific situation, I'd love to hear from you. My contact information is always in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.